confidence doesn't always necessarily lead to greater comfort. And that's something that you're beginning to see with greater clarity at this specific moment. You're pretty confident about your understanding of a specific situation, but you're not necessarily happy with what you're seeing. On the 6th of December 2018, Mercury is going to station direct in Anuradha Nakshatra and will begin its forward motion through this section of the sky, where it will remain until the 20th of December. You're understanding that you're simply not happy with a specific situation. The last several weeks have given you perspective on it. It's allowed you to reflect upon how much time and energy you're devoting to a specific situation, and you're recognizing with greater clarity that you're being urged onward to a different pasture, so to speak, right? To greener pastures, but you're not quite ready to leave a situation behind. And the main reason for not being ready to leave this situation behind is because of not being comfortable with what it is that you feel that you have to do in order to change a situation. That's the bit that's not making you feel happy, and you feel confused about whether or not you should do something about it. And if you'd like a little bit of help with this confusion, I should mention that I do offer several different levels of astrological service, all of which are available through the astrological services page of my website. If you're interested in scheduling with me, you can do so through the link above. The solutions that you're being presented with at the present moment, it feels to you that if you took those actions, that they're going to compromise not only the nobility of your own spirit, but also that of someone else who's involved in the situation. And that's something that you're not really feeling comfortable with doing. And at the moment, it kind of feels like you need to sit with something for a little bit longer. And really, I would recommend kind of working with that impulse at the present moment, because whilst you can see the external factors of what might improve a situation, those external things that you can do, they don't match up with what you're feeling inside of yourself. It doesn't feel to you that if you took those steps, that you could really trust that you're doing what's right by your own soul in that particular process. And that's kind of what has you in this like holding pattern at the present moment. And whilst that holding pattern may feel a little bit uncomfortable because it's interacting with Venus in Swati Nakshatra at the present moment, and that Swati Nakshatra energy of Venus is also being fed by Rahu's transit in Pusha Nakshatra. So you're dealing with some limitations that don't feel comfortable to you. And it feels like you need to bring some quick solutions to a situation. But those quick solutions are not really the solutions that are sitting right by your soul. And with all matters, you really need to trust in what your soul's kind of saying in this particular situation. Right now, it feels at the present moment that those solutions that you're seeing that you could actualize would go against what feels, I want to use the word good to you. And whilst it may not be that taking those actions are necessarily bad, and whilst it may not be that taking those actions are actually wrong for your soul, and while it may not be that taking those actions may not actually be wrong at all, you're not in the space at the present moment where you're able to see the situation clearly enough to understand that something that you may be considering doing may actually be right, or that something that you're considering doing will actually feel right to your soul upon completion. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. So you really need to trust in your own processes. Your own processes may lead you to that particular moment in time. At the same time, they may not. A lot of that is dependent upon your own individual horoscope. And again, if you would like for me to examine that for you and help you to determine the best course of action, again, I should mention that I do offer several different levels of service through my astrological services page. They're all available above. For the present moment, it seems like the best thing to do is to be receptive to further solutions. It seems like you need to reflect a little bit further upon what feels right to you. You have an opportunity at the moment of having space. Okay, space means many different things. It doesn't just mean the final frontier or like, a bunch of foofy stuff like that. Space means perspective on a situation. You're in the present moment, you're able to, if you can get past this nervous and unsettled energy, you're able to take a sober and honest look at a situation. At the same time that you're able to take that sober and honest look, it's equally making you feel a little uncomfortable. It's bringing some further tension to the surface. And at the moment when you feel like you want to take a deeper look at a situation, that again begins to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. So that's all part and parcel of a process that you're working your way through. That's all part and parcel of something that you shouldn't try to hurry along, no matter how restless you may feel. You need to take your time with this process. You need to feel right in order to do right. That's going to do it for this look at Mercury's station in Anuradha Nakshatra, which takes place on the 6th of December 2018. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.